time for inspirational talks with Laura Simmons and friends. Holla Chi Town, Scream ATL, Shout Carolinas. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. We are in the building.
Welcome to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. I am Laura Simmons. Who is you, girl?
I'd be Ursula D. Allen, aka Blue Lewis.
All right.
How you doing, Laura?
I'm good. I'm good. Ooh, sound like somebody trying to whisper in my ear here, but yeah, I'm good.
How's your week thus far?
It's been okay. Hey, Angelique. She said, "Hey" to her favorite host in the world. That's right.
I can
Host
see
with
no
the
one.
most.
I can
You
see
don't see
no
it
one.
on the screen now?
Oh, now I do.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
She be acting so brand new, y'all, sometimes. But anyways, I just wanted to say this before we get started. Um, Psalms 34 and 10, it say, even lions may get weak and hungry, but those who look to the Lord will have every good thing.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Always look to the Lord.
That's right. Yep, that's the plan, y'all. Well, anyways, guys, so we're gonna get started first with Jamie Foxx.
What about Jamie
Ja-
Foxx?
Jamie Foxx allegedly claims Diddy drugged him, leading to his stroke. Yes. Yes. But let me tell you, now allegedly he has said when it before this even happened, before they even started with the Diddy stuff, he said when he first came to, he said that he was complaining about a headache and a friend gave him a pill, allegedly.
Oh,
And he said that that pill caused him to be asleep for 30 days,
shut up.
allegedly.
And that friend was allegedly Diddy
Yep.
or somebody in their circle.
No, they
Who
said
Diddy?
he said it was Diddy. He said
What?
it was Diddy. Allegedly, he said it was him. I don't know how true it is. I just know what I've heard.
Here's the question though.
Allegedly. Mhm.
Here's a question. Is he doing this to try to cover his own patootie?
I don't think so because he had already said this. He said this before this even happened. That's what allegedly they said. That's what caused the feds to do what they did.
What
Allegedly,
Jamie Foxx's statement?
yes, that's what they said.
What?
Allegedly, yep, that's what I heard. But you ain't heard nothing from me because I ain't one to gossip.
You a lie. You a lie. I heard it right from you.
No.
What? The reason I said was he trying to cover his own butt is because they say Jamie Foxx was at them parties, them
Yeah.
freak offs.
Well, they also said,
He said that with his own mouth.
but they also said that him and allegedly him and Diddy was supposed to go into business with on a project, some kind of project, but it fell through. So allegedly, that's what I heard.
Do you hear my son? Stand by 1 second, cause he's getting loud. He playing the stupid video game. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Mm. But anyway, y'all. So I wanted to mention a book that because you know, I know domestic violence is a very important um issue that a lot of people may be dealing with, on an everyday basis. And if you have not gotten this book, Pennies from Heaven from Lynette Leon Parrott. You might want to get it. This book is an excellent book to read. I mean, it's a sad story, but it turned out to be something that God showed her during her um, horrible time in life. You
So
know,
it is a true story.
it's a true story. Yeah, it's a true story about domestic violence. Yeah, she actually lost her daughter to domestic violence.
Wow.
Yes, and I think it's a great book uh, for people to read, male and female, because a lot of times we don't see the signs, or we see the signs and we ignore the signs. And I just think it's a great book read. You know, I don't usually shout people out unless you on my show, but I wanted to shout this book out for um, to help as many people as I possibly can help.
Right. And you say it's Pennies from Heaven. Who was the author again?
Lynn Parrott.
Lynn Parrott.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm. Hello, my favorite cast and co-host. Hello, darling. Thank you guys for tuning in to Inspirational Talks. We
Yes,
really
ma'am.
truly appreciate you tuning in. But today is Let's Talk About It Wednesday. We talk about some of everything. You might hear us jump from one conversation to another conversation, but that's what we usually do on Wednesdays. When we don't have a guest in the house, we just talk about whatever's happening in the world today. um, well, I also want to say, make sure that you get out there and vote. If you haven't early voted, make sure that you get out there. November the 5th, this election is so important, guys.
Yeah.
I don't do too much politic talking because I just ain't, that ain't me. That ain't my style. But I just want to say, make sure you vote, you know.
Here, here. Tomorrow we're having a political rally with Kamala Harris and President Obama near my school. I'm not sure how the people who are going to go. I'm not sure how they got on the guest list because we just got the notice today, and I would love to. It's right by my school.
Okay, well, walk out the door and go to it.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You know already. Look, why you think they shutting us down early?
Because they don't want y'all to be able to go
Right.
right over there to it. That's
Right.
fine.
And I mean, it's right. I'm talking about 2 minutes away from my school. And I was even like, I was telling my coworker, me and my coworker were saying, even if we could just be outside, just to be, I really would love to be in the area when President Obama speaks. I really would. But
Really?
oh, you say really? What do you mean, really?
I'm just saying, I just told you I ain't with the politics and stuff because I honestly, you want my honest opinion? I don't trust none
Um,
of them. So I'm just saying that that's my personal opinion. No, I
well,
have
now
a
you got,
right
you
to
got,
my personal opinion. I will
absolutely,
vote. Now I will vote.
absolutely.
Don't get me wrong. I will vote. Um, but I just, just past history of watching these people get into these seats and stuff and making all these empty promises that they don't keep is just not something you know, I'm 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 for. I think that if you're gonna make a promise to do something for us, do it. You know. Now if you can't keep that promise, just let us know. But don't
You
make
feel the same way about President Obama?
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, plead the fifth. Wow. Wow, that's very interesting. That is very interesting.
Yeah, we can argue about it if you want to, but
No,
I
we
ain't
don't
gonna.
want to.
I don't do politics because of just my past experience, and I'm just telling you what I feel. I mean, you might feel differently, and I can't make you change your mind about the way you may feel about something. But in my personal opinion, I just think that these people, these candidates get up there and they make all these empty promises and they don't keep the promises. We still dealing with the same craziness that we were dealing with 10 years ago. And it's just like the Obamacare, you know, uh, the Obamacare was supposed to help the people. How did it really help us? Because from my experience, I had lost my job that year, and um they told me about this Obamacare. It's what somebody told me. I went and looked it up. I called the people. Do you know that that insurance was so ridiculously high? So how is that helping us? So that's the only reason why I'm saying what I'm saying, because my experience was not good experiences with what the promises that these candidates make that they don't keep. So I just, I will vote for Kamala Harris because I don't want that clown back in there. But I'm just saying that's my personal opinion. But no, I just think that they make promises that they don't keep.
So, in my opinion, I have a couple things about President Obama. One thing, I think that President Obama was handed a bad deal. Like, he inherited a government that was already flawed. I think with that flawed government, I think that he made lots of great changes with what he had to work with, which is why I think he was, reelected for a second term, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, the other thing is, for me, just like it's going to be great to have a Black woman president. For me, President Obama being elected was it was so much
History changing.
more.
It was
It was
history changing. And that's
it
what
was
it was.
so much more than just oh yeah, we got a new president. It was just like, for me to see in my lifetime, for my aunts, some of my mother, to see a Black man elected president. So it meant so much to me. And when I was saying that I would love to be in the area when he was just speaking, and not only that, is it, like you said, was a historic moment in our time. Not only that, President Obama is such a great orator. He speaks so well.
Oh
He's like, his voice, to me, and that takes a person of integrity to be able to encourage and motivate such a large group of people. You know what I mean? And everybody feels it. So, like I said, for me, it's a little bit different. I think, like you said, all politicians do make empty promises, but some politicians, like I say, they work with the hand they are dealt. Some
yeah.
politicians set out to make empty promises about walls and stuff and craziness, just to get what they want.
Yeah.
But I
That's
don't think it's the same in every case.
okay. Well, yeah, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine.
Absolutely.
And like I said, I'm gonna move off of that. But I do think he got one of
You
the coolest
started it.
walks
You
though.
started it,
But
Helper.
I'm just saying, they actually call me a heifer, y'all. Heifer, huh? You call me a heifer, huh? Do you know what a heifer is?
I do.
Can you please tell me? Give me the dictionary word for heifer.
Laura.
You play too much. You play too much. You know, you play too much. But he got one of the coolest walks, though. He do. He got one of the coolest walks, though.
He does. He does.
Yeah. And I thought that Michelle's speech was really good too. That I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
They can speak. I'm not saying they can't speak. They're good at speaking, but that's what they all are good at, except for
No,
that.
they're not. No, they're not. No, they're
I was
not.
going to say. I just thought about it because that other guy. I don't want to talk about it no more. Let's talk about something else. Let's just don't. I don't even want to talk about. Let's talk about how you saved that $4,000 that you saved. Tell the people how you saved it, because people want to know, how did you save $4,000 in 6 months' time? How did you save that
Who are
without?
you talking to?
I'm talking about you. I read an article and it said that you had saved $4,000 and you did it in a couple of months.
What are you talking about?
Girl, don't play. You ain't gotta worry. I ain't gonna ask you for none of your money. Just tell them. Just tell the people how did you save that money because it may help somebody.
You tell me, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is how people act when they get hold to some money, and when they get hold to a little money, they act funny.
Okay.
Money makes people act funny, and that's what happened
Okay.
with Ursula right now. She don't
Okay,
want to
honey.
explain to you guys how she, so I read this article about Ursula. Ursula saved $4,000 in I think it was a month's time or something like that. Was it 2 months, Ursula? It was 2 months time. She saved $4,000 in 2 months time. Ursula, they said she was penny pinching. She was picking up pennies and dimes off the ground and stuff.
This woman on here lying. This woman on here lying.
She was taking cans to the aluminum place
Mm.
and
I'm learning.
and she thought that she didn't know that they don't take glass bottles anymore. You know,
Oh,
you remember
I gotta put this one
the
back.
deposits.
I had this one to take there, yeah.
Yeah. So she didn't know that until she went to the place, but she found out that she could she could take her mini blinds in there if they were metal. And Ursula gained $4,000, y'all, in 2 months' time. You know, and if you want to learn more about how Ursula made $4,000 in 2 months'
Call
time,
Laura. If you want to find out more, call Laura. Because Ursula don't know what the hell Laura talking about.
see, I'm telling you, the reason why she's saying that, y'all, money makes people act funny. So let me tell y'all. So if she win tonight in the what is that game tonight? Powerball, y'all won't know about it because guess what? She's not gonna tell y'all. So that's what I'm saying. See, she the for helping somebody else learn how to save $4,000 in 2 months' time. I think that is a great thing, and I applaud her for that. You know, but she don't want to share her tips with you guys, and I'm sorry. I just thought that you wanted to share that today, but maybe next time you'll share it, right?
When I learn about what you're talking about, sure, I'll share it. I'll
Okay.
share it as soon as I learn about what you're talking about.
See, that's the reason why. That's why she don't want to. See, this is the reason why. See, people already beg you for money already, and this is the reason why people don't tell you when they win money and stuff, or they save money and stuff, because people always trying to think they gotta get a loan from. We're not asking her for no money. Don't ask her for money. Just ask her how did she do it. I mean, she took bottles, she took cans, she. Oh my gosh.
Don't step in the poop, please. Please don't. Please don't step in the poop around
This
here.
girl has so many skills, guys. She even started braiding hair on the side. That's just magnificent. What do you think? I know that she did a good job. I don't understand why don't you want to share that information with people? Tell them how. Okay, well, you don't have to tell them that. Tell them how you stretched your $25 to buy a meal for your 20 kids.
So one day Laura called me, right? And she said, I got some fried chicken I want to sell. She said, can you please send me some dimes, right? I said, oh yeah, I'll send you some dimes and some nickels and some candy. And I sent it. And Laura was so flabbergasted. And she said she was down to the club making money at Magic City. And so I said, okay, that's where the money is. And I went down there and she was up on the stage, swinging on the poles and everything. And people was throwing coins and stuff at her. And I
No,
was
they
like,
weren't throwing coins. They were
said,
throwing the dollar bills.
no. This is my part of the story. Be quiet. You told your
But they don't
your
throw
story.
coins at me. They
That
threw
was
dollar
throwing.
bills at
That
me.
was throwing coins, and so I said, "Let me help my friend. Let me go and collect the cans that she said I collected, and the coins. I want the money. I don't want to know how she did it. Angelique, I want the money too, because I don't know what she's talking about." So I said, let me go help my friend and let me go gather these cans and glass because they're throwing her, injuring her with these dimes and nickels and stuff like that. So that's the story, guys.
Oh, okay. She said, send me on to Magic City. Oh, okay. Okay.
Get the address from Laura. She
And
got it
let
for
me
you.
know I won't I won't do that right now. That's not a good idea. But anyways, guys, so yeah, but I don't know where she get the coins from because I don't do coins. First of all, I'm allergic to those. uh, dollar bills and $5. That's a different story. But anywho, we're gonna. She said, "What is the subject about?" Today is let's talk about it. Let's talk about it Wednesday. That's what today is. So we just talking about everything that's going on, and we was talking about how Ursula saved $4,000 in 2 months' time. That's what we was talking about. So that was what it was about. But anywho, so Ursula, tell us. Yeah, so yeah, that's what it was about. It was about how she saved
Would
$4,000.
you stop?
Yeah.
Would you stop? And you keep
Oh, okay. I'm
repeating
sorry. I won't. I
this.
won't tell nobody else about it. Okay. Well, anyways, so what do you think about that whole situation with the Jamie Foxx stuff? Do you really, honestly, do you believe that that was really what happened?
I do, but like I say, I do. I still think that part of him coming out is for him to cover his own self because I think that I didn't know the part about them that being a part of the reason why they launched the investigation, but I do still think because like I said, Jamie Foxx is deep in it. But I had also heard that
Allegedly.
allegedly that he did something else to he did something to Albie Shore. Albie Shore had this
Yeah, I heard that.
mysterious illness out the blue. And I heard that allegedly Diddy was involved with that as well. And we all know the rumors about his
Yeah.
kid's mom. I pray that that's not true, but
Yeah.
so I do. And the thing is, if you would have asked me a year or two ago, if I thought that was true, I would have said no because I used to love Diddy. Um, I admired him so much for everything he had accomplished. But when I saw that report come out about Cassie and saw the violence and saw it for myself, my whole opinion of him changed when I thought. And then they read all of the charges about him having blowing up somebody's car on purpose and
Yeah.
all of the crimes that I was like blown away.
Yeah. Okay, in my opinion, I think some of the things that's coming out may be true. It's a possibility that some of it may be true. I just don't believe all of it though. I believe that some people is just coming out because they're looking to get paid, you know, and so they're saying whatever. Now, allegedly, I heard that same thing about that his kid's mother. That's what happened with her. I heard that too, you know. But we can go on and say that they said the same thing allegedly about that's what happened with Michael Jackson, but it wasn't with him. It was the
What
doctor.
happened? What happened?
When Michael Jackson allegedly, they said that when Michael Jackson passed away, they allegedly said that the doctor had something to do with it.
Right.
That it was deeper than just what we thought it was, you know. So yeah, but I mean But when things like that happen, usually what happens is people come out of the woodwork on you with all kinds of craziness. It's just like the Bill Cosby stuff. How many women you seen came out of the closet? It was so many women that came out and said that he drugged them and he did this to them. And I don't even know what to believe anymore. I don't know if I believe everything that people are saying. I don't know if I believe all of that. I just think that it's one of those situations where hmm, I believe it's one of those situations where they just taking down the brothers left and right, basically, you know, this because they're getting too big for their own britches, basically. That's what I'm just that's my opinion. And I just believe that some of it may be true. It's a possibility that some of it's true because I did allegedly hear that there was a underground um,
Tunnel.
tunnel underneath the house, and it was going to several different celebrities' houses and stuff. I did hear that as well, allegedly, but um, I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore. And as far as the Jamie Foxx situation, um, they allegedly saying this happened and stuff like that. But Jamie was already saying that before this even came out with Diddy. He was saying that a friend gave him a pill, allegedly, because he had a real bad headache. And he said all he know is that he ended up having a stroke and end up asleep for 30 days. How does that happen? You know? So yeah. And now it make you think about when people offer you a pill or something, it make you
Oh,
think
I've always thought about that. I don't take
yeah.
medicine for people.
Yeah, you just took a pill from me yesterday, so don't start. Okay,
Girl,
but anyway.
girl, we know you in the field line tonight. So
uh, but I was gonna say this also. This is a question that I wanna say. Uh, okay, so if you knew somebody that say for instance I invited you out, okay, I
hmm
invited you out, um, and I invited you out somewhere, and I told you um that it's on me, that it's on me.
hmm
It happened to somebody I know, so they just recently told me about it, and they invited you out, and um your thing was that I was paying for you, right? You get what I'm saying, right?
hmm
Okay, I'm paying for you. I told you that I'm paying for the meal and stuff for you. Um, but then when we get there, I change my mind, tell you that it's on you. What would you do? How would you handle that situation?
You said if somebody you offered to take me out, let's say, girl, I got it, and then you got out and said, I would pay for my own food, but I don't know. I would have a question mark over you when you would offer things like that. If you know what I'm saying, because I'm a grown person, I got a job, I can pay for my own, but you would just think if somebody offered something like that. So I wouldn't get angry unless
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have no money. Now, if I ain't had no money, then that'll be a different show. I would just leave and just, but either way, I'm a question, like, what's up with her? Like, that's kind of shady,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah,
know? Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So, um, yeah, but I mean, would you say anything?
of course. I have to. If something is bothering me like that, let's say that's not right on all levels. If something is bothering
Yeah.
me, I have to say something. Even
Right.
if I say I don't want to discuss it now, because some things you can,
You have to calm down first.
yeah, your emotions will have you to say something that you can regret. So you have to say, let me reflect on this and come back. But I have to say something. I have to say something if something is bothering me.
Mhm. A friend of mine said that this happened to her. She said that she went on a date with this guy. He invited her out on a date.
And then it was a date.
It was supposed to have been a date.
Oh no,
And
that's a whole nother show.
yeah, he was supposed to it was they were supposed to be on a date. Well, he offered to take her out. And I don't know if it was a date or I guess they just made plans to go out and he invited her out. He told her that he got her. He would take care of everything. Don't worry about it. Um so she assumed that he meant everything, everything that they were doing, whatever the case was may be. And she said that, but it wasn't. He she said she felt bad, and she actually texted me the day that it happened, and she was short money. She didn't have the money with her. And
Oh, so
so
she called you to ask you to help her with to pay her bill?
yeah, because the guy didn't pay it. He
Girl,
told he told her that he wasn't. He was like, "Oh well, I just I assumed that you was gonna, you had money to take care of it." She said, "Well, you originally invited me out, so because you invited me out, I just assumed that you was inviting me out for everything." And she said that she didn't even have the money.
no, see, I wouldn't have reflected on nothing. I'd have got him right then. I'd have
Yeah,
cut him out. That's grimy. I,
yeah,
I know you talk about a date. That's real ugly. Mm-mm.
yeah. I don't think it was a date because I don't think it was a date like that, Ursula. I think it was just a friendship thing. I think it was two friends going out, but he invited her. He invited her out. You know, she originally didn't want to go because she had already told me she wasn't going.
He told her he had her.
Yeah, and he told her that he had her, and she said that he originally invited her out, and she decided that she said that she kept telling me, "I don't think I'm gonna go." And I told her, go, just go and see what, I said, obviously it must be something that he want to talk to you about that. That's the reason why he keep asking you, inviting you out. He felt, so it was supposed to be like a pity, I guess. He was, she was going through something or whatever the case may be. And he felt some kind of way that he felt that it was his job to, get her out the house or whatever. I don't know. But whatever it was, it ended up turning out to be a disaster because she ended up calling me because she didn't have the money. But he didn't tell her that she was going to have to pay for her own stuff. And so because he didn't tell her, she wasn't prepared to pay for her own stuff. So it left her hanging and she called me and asked me, could I send her the money?
Girl, I would have went to the bed. I would have been like, I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom, and I would have left.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been no fairness because that's just ugly. That's just
Yeah.
ugly.
Yeah.
Especially considering she didn't have it.
Right.
I would have left.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I don't know. I don't know what is she I don't know. I guess I look at I look at I'm saying I know what you're saying and I get that part. The part that I didn't get was I guess she wasn't prepared to leave or whatever the case may be because she I think she rolled with him too. So I think that's what it was. I think that's the reason why she didn't leave.
Yeah. See. Here's the thing too, and
She said,
say,
"He offered to take me. Should have told me in advance that I had to pay part of the bill." Yeah, yeah, me too. I would have thought the same thing. So yeah, that's what she's saying.
And that's why people. That's why I mean, I'm always having my guard up when it come down to people. And it's not to say people not trustworthy, but it's
Mhm.
like I don't ever want to be in that position. That's why
No.
we going somewhere. Oh, I meet. Let's meet there. Even
Yeah.
guy, friend, whatever. Let's
Mhm.
meet there. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
said, 'cause if I wanted it, I pay for myself. If I didn't have it, then I would have left.
Yeah. She
What would you
said,
have?
I think that she I don't I think she probably would have left because she asked me what she asked me was I around where I could pick her up. I couldn't because I was at work. But uh I only think I could tell her was Uber, but she said she didn't have that app on her phone. So she didn't know how to do it. And I didn't know how to do it. So I couldn't tell her. So, but yeah, she called me and I'm like, wow, this is messed up, and I couldn't leave work at the time because we was already shorthanded at work,
Yeah,
you
see,
know.
that's the thing. What I'm saying. See, when it
Yeah,
come down to stuff like that, like I said, I don't put myself in those situations. Even if somebody's gonna pay, even like I said, we'll meet there, and I'm very resourceful. That would have been the day that I found out how to use Uber, how to
yeah,
use Lyft. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because people are a trip. I have a question for you though.
Hmm.
So let's say situation you meet this man, y'all, get along, y'all start dating, you fall in love with him. He's somebody who you just, really see yourself in a future with,
Hmm.
and you find out he's married,
Oh gosh.
but you love him.
Oh
You
god.
single, you in love with him. He hit your spot. You know what I'm saying? He is
What
that
you mean he
man.
hit the spot? Are you
He-
talking about sexually? Because I don't think we're gonna jump there yet.
Y'all don't jump.
Oh dang, we done leaped off the
Yeah,
roof
y'all
already.
been dating for a minute. Y'all been dating for. I ain't talking about the first time. We're not talking about that discussion. I'm talking about y'all been dating for a long time.
I'm like,
Maybe
how
like
long?
maybe like a year and a half.
Oh, okay.
And y'all done went there, and he's just the one. He nice looking. He the man. He got potential. He got his own thing going on, business about himself. And you just, he got your heart, but you find out he's married.
What would
And
I
let's
do?
Yeah, and I want an honest answer.
Wow, that's well. After watching this podcast earlier today, where the pastor was saying women stay out of married men's inboxes because you're going straight to hell. I ain't going to hell for nobody. First of all, you know. So that would be my answer right there. I ain't going to hell for nobody once I find out. I'm already gonna repent anyway because of the fact that I know I just did something wrong and I had no control over it because I didn't know at the time. But once you know it, that should be your cue to get yourself out of that situation. Why you did that?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. But that happened to me. It happened to me in regards to my ex husband.
Oh, what you mean?
What I said, my ex husband was dating this woman,
Mm-hmm.
and they was dating for probably about 2 years,
What?
and she found out that she didn't know he was married. She didn't. I believe her. She didn't know he was married,
Mm-hmm. You didn't
but
even know you was married, first of all, right?
I, I knew I was married, but to a bump. Anyway, I digress. I digress. But
Mm-hmm.
no, so she didn't know he was married.
Mm-hmm.
And when she found out he was married, had kids, all this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
she, she said she got angry. But she told me? She told me this when he was in the hospital. He's still
Mm-hmm.
alive, but I'm just saying he was in the hospital sick. She
Mm-hmm.
said, when I found out, I wasn't gonna leave him.
Oh, dang.
She told me this. This is years after all this happened because my ex-husband got sick in 2013.
Hmm.
They had kids. Her kid is
Oh, she had kids with him too.
yes.
You know that saying that it said you reap what you sow. So when you do stuff like that, I get almost guarantee you he probably did the same thing to her with somebody else.
So his her kids are the same. One of her kids is the same age as Deontay, my youngest, and then she got a kid younger than that. So at the time, she had one kid with him, but at the time he got sick, her kids were like 18, 18, 19, right? I think 18, 19, and like 17.
Hmm.
So this is years later. And so I found out about her when the baby was born, because like he came to my house, he said, I got something to tell you, and like da um
He said, "Dada, huh?"
no, I'm making
Oh,
light
okay,
of it.
okay.
No. He just said it's my baby, and yada 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 yada. And um and the baby was like 1 years old, because the baby was uh like a little bit younger than my baby.
Oh,
And
dang.
so I found it out then. I didn't know her though. She was living in Norfolk. I was living here, so I didn't know her. But when he got sick, so this was like let me see, Deontay, he was born in 94. This is like 95 ish, 95, 96. And so that's when I found out about her. But in 2013, when he got ill, and so like Mothers Unite, I found I talked to her. Then I found out he had another kid by another young lady.
Wow.
But when I talked to her, she told me that she didn't know he was married. It was almost like an apology because they're no longer together. But she was like, I didn't know. She said, but after I had my daughter and I was in love with him, she was like, I wasn't gonna leave him.
Wow,
She
he was really a papa, was the Rolling Stone, huh?
she told me to my face, and when we on the phone, she was like, "Yeah, I wasn't gonna leave him." And even though me and his relationship was very over, I just still thought that was kind of bold.
Yeah, she was bold.
Um, because let's see, wait a minute, no. This okay? He got sick in 2000. Yeah, 13. Okay, 13. Yeah, so but my point is she just was let me know, she loved him and he was her man, and she even told me about their sex, that
Oh,
she
wow.
wasn't gonna let him go. Yeah.
Wow.
So
What do
so
he say anything about you talking about this situation on air? I mean,
I
live.
he's ill. He's
Also, you
ill.
don't really care what he said, huh?
No, I'm not gonna say it on. You make me sound like a monster. You said I don't care what he said. That's not
I'm just asking because I mean, man, I'm just really shocked that you even, say this, live. I mean,
why. But why would I hide it? It's my life. If you say, first of all, it's not that I don't care what he say because he's ill, because he's very ill.
mhm.
Um,
And that's your
but
kid's father.
huh,
And that's your kid's father.
my boys.
Hmm.
Um, so it's not like I don't care about him as a person, and I wouldn't say I don't care about him because he's sick. I just don't care. It's like it actually happened to me. It didn't just happen to him. He was the doer, but I am the doee. So it's my life too. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. I got you.
I'm totally when I'm ready, and even though people might say, "Oh, why you not ready?" When I'm ready to print this, I'm a totally write it because it's so much more you don't know. But yeah, it happened to me.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm like Laura, honey, Laura husband. He had 18 wives and 20 children. No, this was my life. It was unfortunate, but it actually happened to me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So
Right, I got
I'm,
you. I just was asking because I'm like, I mean, you don't feel bad telling it. I mean, but I guess because you're gonna eventually tell it anyway.
but
You
tell
know,
me, why would I feel bad? You mean like
I mean,
embarrassed?
no, no, no. I don't. Yeah, I mean, because it happens. It happens to the best of us. So no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you're not worried about him saying anything to you about
Oh,
it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
even if he wasn't ill, even if he wasn't ill, because in his situation, he's not on no Facebook or whatever. But even if he was or whatever, I don't feel bad or concerned because he had the audacity. He didn't give us. He didn't care about my
private,
feelings,
right, or
my
private.
kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
What was happening. So no, I wouldn't care then. Yeah, I don't care if he saw it. I don't care if his family saw it because it is my life.
Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're right. It is your life. I mean, but I just was wondering. I mean, yeah, I would, yeah, I would be kind of worried about talking about it. That's all. That's all.
You said because you might think he might see it. I'm talking about if it was you
Well, if it was me, I think I would worry about repercussions. You
from
know,
your husband, from your ex-husband.
yeah, because I'll be wondering what am I gonna have to be looking over my shoulder? Do
What I don't understand. You think Will you think that he get mad about you telling your truth?
well, because now, okay, if you telling the truth about if you telling the truth about what happened with you and him, now this other person that he might be involved with, they may be looking at him kind of sideways too. That's why I'm
Oh
saying
yeah.
that. Yeah, they
Oh
might be
yeah, I
saying,
could
yeah,
care
it's
less.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I could really care less because, like I said, me and my children was sitting there struggling, and he abandoned. I will say the word to anybody, him, anybody who want to hear. He abandoned me and my family, my children. So I would not ever wonder about any repercussions because, like I said, it is not like I'm lying.
Hmm.
And it is the truth. It is my truth. It's almost like somebody telling about about their drug history or stuff they did in the past. It is my life, and I don't not fear nothing from that because it actually, like I say, it is not even the tip of the iceberg. The things I've said to you,
Hmm.
because this false marriage went on for 16 years, and that's
Well,
not
how
even
did
the
you
tip of
allow
the
that to happen though? How
because
did you allow
because my
16 years to go by and you this person not living in the house with you?
right.
You know he got other women.
No. At the
Oh,
time,
you didn't know.
I
Okay.
didn't know all that time.
Okay.
Now when I found out about the other baby, but here's the whole truth, right?
Hmm.
The whole truth. My family, I live in the South. My family is a very Southern religious family who does not endorse divorce.
Okay.
They believe, from the
Together.
altar to the grave.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so it was like, girl, you better not divorce that man. Then he was in the Navy and the Army, so it was like he in the service too. Even though I think I could care less, you know what I mean? But it was like, don't divorce him. Even to this day, there are people who say in my family, once he's your husband, he's always your husband. No, that's a lie.
So
But
is he remarried?
no, he's ill, Laura. He's very ill.
Yeah, I get that part, but I'm just saying, did he get
No,
remarried after? Okay.
no.
Okay.
But that's what happened. My family told me that I couldn't, And you know what I'm saying? I come first of all, I'm been born and raised in the same family, and I'm thinking like, okay, that's Bible. Um, then I had, because of a lot of other stuff, I had some self-esteem issues going on. So I was, I was in a place where I felt like, I didn't even have a choice. You know what I mean? At one
Mhm.
point, I felt like I deserved it. I'm just being open and honest. So yeah, I stayed in it for 16 years, and it was a lot of back and forth. And what I mean is, he would call me like 4 years went by in the Navy,
Mhm.
and he lived in Norfolk, Virginia. Part of the time with this woman, like I said, I didn't know. I didn't know that. The rest of the time, every 4 years, every 2 years, every 3 years, he would call me and say, "Oh, let's try it."
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Oh, so
it
he
was
was playing games.
he was playing games, but so combine my family thing with him, playing games, whatever. That's how I stayed there for 16 years.
Okay.
But
Wow. Well, he wasn't abusive though, right? I mean, physically, he wasn't. Mentally, he was abusive because of the fact that he was putting you through all this craziness. But
right, right,
physically, he wasn't abusive because he wasn't even there.
right, right.
Okay.
And but as a man, he's not an abusive man, like you say, physical abuse. He doesn't do that. But yeah, nah.
So, okay. I know this is gonna be a crazy question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. So, if y'all did not live in the same roof, under the same roof, y'all got married and y'all stayed married for 16 years. At what time did y'all have time to actually have kids?
I told you it was a back and forth thing.
Yeah, I get that part.
But that's
So,
all. That's all.
was he in? I thought he was somewhere else though.
What I'm saying is, okay, like I said, we got married in '89, right?
Mm-hmm.
My oldest son, his birthday is in '91. So, like, he went to basic training, he came back, and I got pregnant, right?
Okay.
And like I say, all the in between, let's try again, let's get together, let's be husband and wife in every way. You
Uh,
understand what I'm saying?
okay.
But
Okay.
it was never like, oh, let's you move in, baby. No. Mm-mm.
So
Even
he
though
never stayed with you ever.
he spent the night like a boyfriend would. You know what I'm saying?
But he didn't stay with you like for months at a time or a
Mm-mm,
year.
mm-mm, mm-mm. He had too much going on. He had three other families.
Hey,
So
that's deep.
he didn't
I
have
mean,
time for me.
this something that you hear on like a Tubi TV show or Netflix type of stuff, and I never met. Can I shake your hand because I've never met nobody like you before?
Can you shake my hand?
Yeah, because I mean, it's like a movie. This is a movie. This is the kind of stuff movies are made of.
But it's real life.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just like so, I mean, just something that you just cannot believe, and they always say the sisters always have attitude problems. They always say we always have attitude problems. So that's the reason why I'm having a hard time with it because you're a sister, right?
Yes, but see what I want you to understand is that's why I try to tell you I was somebody different. I've
Um,
always been Ursula, but I was somebody different. You understand what I'm saying?
right.
Um, if I was if I was then who I am now, I probably would be further along in my acting career, in my writing career, because
Mhm.
I believe in myself and my talents and my gifts, my God given gifts. Back then, I did not. You understand what I'm
So
saying?
you had very low self esteem.
I had self esteem issues.
Mhm.
due to other, that and other stuff, but he couldn't have did that to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
somebody different now. I'm somebody way different. And no, he didn't have a chance.
Okay. Wow. That's deep, and you really do. Yeah, you really do need to, when you get a chance, to like write it down, because I could see that being a Hollywood blockbuster. You know, because I don't know if you ever watched this movie that was on Lifetime. It was a movie on Lifetime. Eric Roberts played the actor, and he was telling one woman that he was going on these special trips and stuff. But the
Mhm.
difference was he was actually going to live with different women. He was living with different women. He was married to like about four women in the movie.
Mm.
And when he passed away, these women had to come together and figure out. That's when they found out that he was married to all four of them.
Oh, I think
But
I seen that.
yeah, but by law, the first wife is the one that really he was really married to, because that's that was the first person that he married. So those other ones was just
Mhm.
some you know illegitimate stuff that was going on. And it was one of the women was pregnant by him. She was pregnant by him at the time when he passed away. But
Mm.
they found out about each other by something. It was a piece of paper or some kind of letter or something. That's how they found out about each other. That's why I say it's more like it's a movie. Your situation is more like a movie, something that you really need to get it out there. And um, Tyler Perry, you looking for a story? Here's one right here for you.
Tyler Perry don't want nobody else writing.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that, but I heard also that we speak what we want. I heard that too, because I know this man. I know this spirit that's uh, higher power, and that power, when you speak it into existence, it comes to life. So we're gonna say, Tyler Perry, here's a story for you, and you're gonna let her write this story, Tyler Perry. So yeah, that's a deep story, because 16 years is a long time to be with somebody that you're really not with that person, because y'all not living under the same roof. That's a deep, that's deep, very.
And like I say, it's just the tip of the iceberg, the things I've
Oh, I
shared.
can just imagine.
And it's
I
not because like I say, I'm not embarrassed by it at all. I'm not ashamed. Well, I used to be ashamed because I used to always wonder. Now, that's what I went through for about 5 or 6 of those years. Like being ashamed, saying like, "Is it me?" You know what I mean? Like, what did I do? And I would ask him. That's what's crazy. All the times when he would say, "Let's try it again." The last time he said, "Let's try it again," was like 2000, like 2006, something like that.
wow.
If that late, but he came around, he was like, "Let's talk. I'm here." Because, like I said, he was in the military the whole time. He was like, "I'm here." My mama called me and she said, "Your husband here?" And my mama, she was all for it. She was like, "Your husband here, girl, get on here." You know.
Mhm.
And I ran home, and I had just moved. I had just
Oh,
moved.
your mother called you and told you that your husband was there?
Uh-huh. He had came in town. She was like, "Your husband here." And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Get on here, get on here." So I ran home, got off of work,
Mm-hmm.
and I had just got a brand new apartment. Like it was brand new, like no furniture yet.
Mm-hmm.
All this on my own, not him. But I have to say this because that is important. Um, and we went to my apartment, and he was like, he was expecting something, and I wasn't there for that. I wanted to speak to him. I said, "I just want to talk to you." I said, "Why did you leave me?" I said, "Tell me, just help me. what is it about me? And he said, you know what he said? He said, we still talking about that? I said, that's kind of the problem. We haven't talked about it. That's what he said it to me. And I want
Wow.
to say, let's see, this was before 2006. This was like 2001, 2000, because it was before my dad passed. Yeah.
Um,
Yes, he did. I couldn't believe he said that to me. So, girl, well, and I think that when I start trying to sit down to write it, it's not that it's like sadness, it's anger. You
um,
know what I mean? It's like you say, because I wasted 16 years, you
but
know.
you gotta pray over it too, though. You gotta ask God to get it out, for that, so you could forgive him and keep it
Oh, I
moving.
forgive him, honey.
You obviously
Believe me.
haven't, because if you had,
No, I have.
you
Believe
sound,
me.
you said you were angry still, so you
No,
shouldn't
no,
be
I
angry.
didn't say I was angry still. I said when I start trying to write about it and thinking about how much time I wasted, I believe me, like I say, this is not the whole story. So I have forgiven him. Believe me,
Oh, okay.
I've forgiven him.
Okay. Wow, that's deep, y'all. Y'all heard it here. When she get that contract with Tyler Perry, she started it here. She started with the conversation here on Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and Friends, y'all. So I'm claiming it for her that she's gonna get that contract she needs, because yeah, you need to tell that story, because there are, man, I mean, I would say to other women that may encounter something similar to this, or run fast. You know, 16 years is a long time. That took a lot of your youth away. Your youthful years, and that's a long time. You know,
Hmm.
I mean, and then what I will ask you this question is: so, did you put yourself on hold while you were married to this man, like 16 years?
Part of that time I did. The last, the
Wow.
last half of that I did not. And so that is a part that it started being like a I don't want to say self hate. It was just like, now Ursula, now you know you wrong. Even though my marriage was paper, it was, but in the eyes of God, I still took those vows. So I was legally, until I was divorced, I was legally still married. So that is the issue. That is when the issue came in with me and my soul, is when you know what I'm saying? I was
Mm-hmm.
doing this and that, but I was still Miss Thompson. And so that's when a big issue came in with me. And I was like, it was wind down time. It was like, okay.
Make a decision.
Yeah, cause just like my family was like, that's your husband, that's fine. So I'm running, but I'm hiding from everybody because my family wouldn't approve of that. And so I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get out of this. I gotta get out of this because I'm punishing myself.
Yeah, that's punishment,
Oh
and
yeah,
man, that's so sad. I mean, yeah, that's a lot. That's a
it
lot.
is.
Yeah, he lucky he didn't end up like Al Green, whatever. I'm just kicking it real, because
Oh, I
I
know.
mean, he was more like, what was the guy, what was that song that used to be out, uh that Papa was a Rolling Stone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left us was
but
alone.
but something that's crazy. I would have even preferred, not preferred, but it would even make me a little bit more peaceful if he had ended up with one of these women, and built a real family. Like you say, he was.
You would have been at peace at the fact that he had got
I would
with
have. I would
somebody?
have looked at. I would have looked at him a little better. Yeah, I would have
Really?
looked. Yeah, I would have looked at him a little better because just like, I'm like, well, maybe it just wasn't me. But this man, he was married to me. He was with this woman. He was with this woman. Then he was with this woman. All around the same time. He was bouncing back and forth between them two. He lived with Gloria. Oh, I almost said her name, Lord. He, he now that I don't want to share. I don't want to put because they have their own story with him. I won't share that part. But he was with one of them for probably the longest, probably about 4 years, and I'm not sure. It could be longer.
Mm-hmm.
Then he was with another one for a few years, and then he went back to one. You see what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
he had another one. He was just bounce.
Oh wow. Well,
He was a
that's
tormented person.
we have to actually take a day, one day, and just really talk about this because that's a little deep. That's deep. I mean, 16 years. That's a long time. Gosh, I don't. I'm sorry that you even. I know it's not my fault, but I'm sorry that you even had to go through something like that.
Yeah, me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
But guys, we thank you all for tuning into Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends and Ursula. OMG. Ursula. Um, wow. I pray that you get your story out there. I pray that somebody, it don't even have to be Tyler Perry. It could
Right.
be some producer or director that hear your story that would like to produce it. Um, I think that it's a story that should be told
Yeah, I do too.
because there is a lot of things that is happening now here in the world today with people, period, and relationships and stuff like that. So I think your story is an interesting story, and I think that it should be told. Um, but get paid for it though to tell your story.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I know it. I know life is not about money, um, because we all find something that we like to do, and we do it for our own personal gain or our own personal reason. Like I like doing this talk show. I like
Hmm.
doing this podcast because I like doing this. It's not. It has nothing to do with monetary gain. It has nothing to do with none of that. Because if it was a monetary gain, y'all think I'd be still working my job, my 9 to 5 or whatever. No, I wouldn't. I would not be I would not be working that job. I work hard. And when I say I work hard, hard for my money. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, your story might just inspire somebody else also. So it's not about monetary gain. It's it's something to inspire someone else. So
Yeah,
and that's important
absolutely.
too. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So maybe somebody else may be in that kind of situation now. They know to run. It's just like the story of the allegedly the brothers, the Jackson brothers, that they said they share the same baby mama. You know,
What
yeah,
Jackson?
the Jermaine Jackson and Randy Jackson.
They share the same baby mama.
Allegedly,
Oh,
that's what
I
they
didn't
said.
know that.
Yeah, they allegedly said they both share the same baby mama. So
I wouldn't even say you said if somebody was going through something similar like this right here, I wouldn't even say run. I would just say stand up. Stand up and have courage and stand your ground, and when you choose to leave, don't run. Take what's yours and go. I wouldn't say run.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
y'all heard it from her because she experienced it, so she would know what to do. Um, Me myself, I'm a run, and I'm gonna run fast, very very fast. I'm gonna run like I'm in a marathon. But thank you guys for tuning in to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. Um, We truly appreciate you guys tuning in. Is there any closing remarks that you would like to make, Ursula?
No, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week.
Yeah. Well, I do have one closing remark. Keep your eyes on the prize, people. Keep your eyes on the prize. That's my closing remark. Okay. But Ursula, it's been wild. It's been fun. And I'm still angry with you because you did not tell the people about how you got that
I'm
$4,000. But
still
it's okay.
angry with you for that field.
Thank you for tuning in to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and Friends. And remember, tomorrow's not promised to any of us. So live your life to the fullest. And remember, put God first, and everything else will fall into place. All right, guys, I'm out of here. It's your girl, Laura Simmons. Peace.
Views and opinions expressed in this program are those of our guests and do not necessarily reflect Freedom Productions.
Thank you. All right, we want to thank all of you guys that tuned in tonight, that commented, and we truly appreciate you guys. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. Next week we probably will have a guest. And if not, send us your questions. Send us something you might want us to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Send us the something that'll spark a very good conversation like Ursula did tonight. That was a very good conversation because, like she said, she didn't expect that. That wasn't what she signed up for, but she got the worst, I mean, a bad deal. That was basically it. A piece of paper.
Yep.
All right, guys, we are out of here. We love y'all. Peace, and see y'all next Wednesday. Later.